Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwan, and today we're going to be talking about another Space Marine chapter, the Sons of Auror. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K lore videos every single day. If you have any suggestions for topics, please let me know what they are in the comment section below. And if you enjoy our content, thank our patrons on Patreon. It is because of them that we can do this. Link in the description if you guys want to support us. But with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Sons of Auror. One of the greatest and oldest scions of the Primarch Guilliman, and a successor chapter to the Ultramarines, is the Honored Sons of Auror, a Space Marine chapter that bears the name of one of the greatest heroes of the 13th Legion, a mythical figure that gained much renown during the period after the Horus Heresy, when he led countless campaigns against the vile Xenos that threatened the eastern fringe of the galaxy, while the Imperium of Man recuperated from the terrible damage caused by Horus Lupercal and his traitors. Captain Auror was an exemplar of the 13th Legion's battle doctrines. He prided himself on his flexibility on the field of battle, a necessity when dealing with the alien and the mutants that attempted to take advantage of humanity's weakest moment. He butchered orc warlords and brought down the petty fiefdoms of the Greenskins that managed to foment while the Imperial army was tied up on Terra. He chased away countless Eldar corsairs and liberated planet after planet from Xeno usurpers. An unrecorded number of alien races were completely eradicated from the face of the galaxy as Captain Auror and his battle brothers toppled Xeno empires that would threaten the Imperium's success in the region. Unfortunately, Captain Auror would eventually fall in battle. His remains were entombed on the world of Comrath, and an impressive monument erected as a reminder of the captain's incredible sacrifice and his long and glorious career. The battle brothers that served under the captain would return to the Ultramarines' homeworld and take part in the Second Founding, where the Legion was broken up into chapters, and thus the Sons of Auror were created. They took on the chapter badge of a red, ancient Terran Omega symbol centered on a field of white. The main chapter's color became red, as a representation of the captain's sacrifice, with white shoulder guards. Viewing Captain Auror's success in battle as a result of rigidly following the teachings of the Primarch Guilliman, the Sons of Auror chapter continued the tradition of adhering to the teachings of the Codex Astartes and whatever sanctioned battle manuscripts were left behind by Captain Auror. The chapter rarely deviates from the wisdoms of their patriarch and have used the rare collection of teachings to obtain victory after victory on thousands of campaigns throughout the chapter's long and glorious history. One of these campaigns occurred early in the 41st millennium, when the Sons of Auror were called upon to quell a dangerous rebellion that was occurring at the same time as the start of the Gothic War, more often referred to as the 12th Black Crusade. The rebellion began when the 15th Heraclian Ironclad, an Astra Militarum battle group, was en route towards Cadia. During the voyage, the guardsmen turned on their commissariat detachment and declared themselves free from Imperial control. These renegades were led by the traitor General Joran. However, the general didn't act alone. The betrayal was initiated and supported by the trickery of the foul Xenos, known as the Dark Eldar, or the Drukhari. These ancient and malevolent creatures corrupted General Joran and his command structure, which had control of a significantly large Imperial Navy battle fleet. They turned against the Imperium, and they raided planet after planet, enslaving populations for their foul Xeno masters. It fell upon the full Howling Griffins chapter, who was given command of a strike force to deal with the traitors, along with the support of the Ultramarines and the Sons of Auror. This campaign became known as the Joran Retaliation. The Traitor Guard force was intercepted as it made planetfall on the feral world of Asturia. They were caught unprepared for such a ferocious counter-assault. Over 5,000 renegade guardsmen died within the first hour of the Space Marine attack. They were torn apart on their landing zones, with much of their heavy armor yet to be deployed. General Joran eventually met the Emperor's judgment at the hands of the Howling Griffins chaplain, Armand Titus. And with that, the traitors' morale collapsed with the death of their leader and the swift desertion of their foul Xeno allies. The disordered and panicked traitor guardsmen were ruthlessly hunted down and slain in the aftermath. The renegade force had completely been wiped out within only 6 hours of the battle's opening salvos. But the chapter's most notable campaign was the assault on the craft world of Alatok. The Eldar from this craft world had long been a source of a large number of Eldari pirates who preyed upon the Imperial shipping lanes in the Ultima Segmentum, and the Sons of Auror had had enough. The reason so many raiders came from this craft world was the population had an affinity towards the path of the outcast, which saw a large portion of these Xenos becoming rangers and Eldar pirates. Alatok was assaulted by a huge Imperial force after an attack by an Eldari pirate on the Imperial shipping convoy that was traced back to the outcast home craft world, which happened to be Alatok. Tired of the constant raids of the Eldari pirates, the Imperium determined to make an example of this craft world, which allowed its citizens to attack Imperial shipping and take human lives. The surprise assault utilized a large Imperial Navy fleet, numerous Imperial Guard regiments, and the Sons of Aurora Space Marine chapter. At that time, the craft world was in a fixed orbit around a dying star, using the tremendous energy of the star's dying throes to recharge its solar sails. There was no time to get away before the invading human force came upon it. Therefore, the craft world's Ultarch and Farseer Council mobilized all of its aspect shrines, as well as a regular Eldari army, comprising of Alatok's guardians, civilian citizen soldiers who had been trained with weapons and previously walked the path of the warrior. Also awoken was the craft world's avatar of Kayla Mencha Kane, and several powerful Eldari Phantom Titans to help in the defense of their great vessel. Additionally, the Phoenix Lords Baharath, Malgan Ra, and Karandras all offered aid. The Eldari's advanced laser technology proved effective against the Imperial Navy fleet, and the Alatok Bonesingers outsmarted the invading Imperial infantry by trapping them within the craft world's Wraithbone structure. Despite these maneuvers, the Imperial forces held on to their initial beachhead, helped by vicious drop-pod torpedo attacks by the Space Marines that successfully penetrated deep into the craft world, but met increased resistance with the Aspect Warriors, who were backed by the extraordinary combat abilities of the three Phoenix Lords. Yet the Eldari were forced to retreat from the Imperial forces' onslaught in order to better defend the craft world's Infinity Circuit and its core cities. The bitter retreat let the regiments of the Imperial Guard and the Space Marines overrun the settlements of Exodites that existed at the craft world's periphery. Despite the Imperial might arrayed against the craft world and the territory the Emperor's forces had already seized, the Farseers of Alatok foresaw the ultimate defeat of the Imperial offensive and the expulsion of the Monkai from their sacred confines of their home. In more recent times, the Sons of Aurora have been strengthened by the Ultima founding, as their ranks are replenished with Primaris Marines, and they continue to wage unrelenting war against the Xenos, most notably the Necrons in the Pariah Nexus, a battleground that the chapter hopes to pacify, reclaiming it in the honor of the chapter and their patriarch, Captain Aurora. And those were 40 facts on the Sons of Aurora. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also want to mention that the word orar in Spanish means to pray or to worship. So I was going to include a section where this chapter actually prays to the God Emperor, but there was nothing in the lore that made it seem like they worship either the Emperor or Guilliman. I guess you can make the argument that they worship Captain Aurora, but it's not really worship. Like I said in the beginning of the video, they want to be like Captain Aurora, but it's not so much a worshipping type of situation where they pray to him. It's more of them venerating this hero of the Ultramarines. But yeah, just, extra info at the end, I guess. If you guys have suggestions for any other Space Marine chapter, or if you guys would like us to talk about any other topic, let me know what it is in the comment section below. You guys have been giving me really good topic ideas. I really like yesterday's video. You guys mentioned that you guys wanted to see the best things that the Salamanders have done. That's actually a really good idea, and I'm working on that. But if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know what they are in the comment section below. Sorry, the Warhounds are fighting each other. If you heard it in the background, I don't know if you have. Oh, they're breaking things now. Well, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. This was Gershwan with One Mind Syndicate signing out.